So I quit my job. Hey guys, I'm Baybay, and today I just wanted to give you a quick update since I haven't posted in a while. I had been at this job for a year and a half, and it was really emotional for me to just leave because I loved it so much. And as you learn, along the way, love doesn't always hold things together. And how do I feel since I quit this beloved job of mine? like liberated. I feel amazing. I feel like I have my whole life ahead of me now, and I can do what I need to do. The reason I feel this way is because I conditioned myself to think that I absolutely needed this job, and that kept stacking on an unnecessary stress. And I got to the point to where I was drinking every night, to where I wasn't working out, I wasn't cleaning my apartment, which I'll do tomorrow, and yet I was still showing up. And I don't know, it was like a second home to me, like a bad relationship that you don't want to break up. You can have a great attitude about it, and I did, and you can be very happy all the time, and I basically was. But this job, it was like carrying a bag of bricks, and I was as happy as anyone could be to carry this bag of bricks. You can carry them around, but when it gets to the point to where you forget why you were carrying them, that's just bad news. And despite how I felt about a lot of things going on in this job, I would have normal days, hell, even good days. I would, make friends and laugh with them. And like anybody else, I was used to doing the same thing every day. It was all routine. A mindless, repetitive, seemingly for no reason routine. Every day I was trying to be better than I was the day before that. And I felt more jolted, I felt more energy because I was like pushing and pushing. And I did it because I wanted to make a difference at my job. Everywhere I went, I wanted to make a difference because I care. I want a reason to show up, and I cared enough to try my best, which is commendable enough. I mean, I've run into many people who feel the same way. They want to give it their best and they want to be productive. And it just starts to become a flaw when you get familiar with the environment, the people, the smells, the routine of it all, and you start getting sucked into that reality. And then you start to think, like, I don't want to do anything else. And the funny thing is being at this for like a year and a half, like I was like just thankful to even have a job. And I started meditating. I started to try to see better things for myself. And after maybe, I don't know, a few months of that, I started thinking rationally. And I eventually sat down, confronted myself, and I started to think, like, what do I really think about this job? How do I feel? Do I love it? Do I hate it? And before I could even ask myself this, I straight up decided to quit. Just right there. Like there wasn't any huge like decision making factor in there. I was like, I'm done with this job. I've given it all I've got. I've given everything I could to my position. If I just keep going on with this, I'm just gonna keep going in circles. And a responsible person would find another gig before quitting their job. And I didn't have anything lined up, and I was just ready to do it right that second. And I wasn't even gonna wait for a call for an interview from another job. It was like my decision was just magnetizing me. Like, oh no, you can stop yourself. No, don't do this, it's stupid. There's a part of you that is completely drawn to whatever you're decided, whatever is going on in here. So when I made that decision, I was like, I wasn't even worried. I don't even know why I wasn't worried. And I knew that I wasn't gonna go back on this. I was gonna quit. And I had to make some moves fast. So I did the next logical thing, and I applied for a job that I had worked at previously and had left on bad terms, which kinda made the situation seemingly impossible. But after talks between the managers and myself, they decided to hire me back. Which, oh my god, it was such a relief. Like, I love so much that I'm back there right now. And I was just so excited. Like, I was like, yeah, I can start right away. I'll just call my previous job, say, hey, I no longer work for you anymore. And now I live right across the street from where I work. Which brings me to this. This is what I love doing, talking to you guys and doing whatever comes to mind and sharing it with you. And now I have all the time in the world to do that. And yes, there is a part of me that thinks, yeah, quitting a job is not like the best thing to do. It's not. It really isn't. I mean, I might feel great right now, but I'm not saying quit your job, you know, you'll be happier. No. This was just about me making a bad decision, well, multiple bad decisions, which led to all the unhealthy habits and having no time for myself. When I made that call to HR and let her know that I was no longer going to work there, man, the adrenaline that went through me. I mean, I felt like a big weight was just being lifted off of my shoulders. And I was going through these emotions because I had never quit a job before. I mean, at least without giving a notice. But it's not like I left them in the dust. I mean, they finally hired on another manager to replace me. I mean, I gave them 2 months. But after I quit, I felt such a change. Like, I was really looking out for myself for the first time in a long time. Being selfish, it feels good. And remember, being selfish and greedy are two completely different things. If you're not happy, how can you make anybody else happy? And I definitely recommend making a scary decision once in a while because you're gonna find out that it wasn't really that scary. Anyway, that's the video. Thank you so much for supporting me. Friends, family, coworkers, people on the street that happen to stumble onto this video, thank you. Knowing in some way or another that I can entertain you, that just makes me feel great. I do have to put some things together, but with this whole new schedule, I'll be able to post a lot more often, so do be looking for that. And you guys just have a great weekend.